G'day everybody, this is Peter from the Property Club, and today I'm relaxing in Bangkok. Yeah. What I would recommend is there's heaps of awesome condominiums, and there's lots of condominiums that you can stay in here in Bangkok, so you can rent for a short time or a long time on a long time lease. But the thing is, what you need to know is actually you can actually rent a house as well, and it's not that much more expensive than renting a condominium. This charming Bangkok estate. It's a small compound house that I found located on Sukhumvit Soi 24, which isn't far from local malls here, for example the new M Quarter. Here I am, having just got off at the BTS station, Phrom Phong. Okay, just got off at Phrom Phong, and I'm in the park now. You can see behind me, I'm entering the park, and behind the park what we should find is some little laneways, and in those laneways and little sois and things, you'll find some houses, and there's quite a few houses in that area that you can actually rent. This area, Phrom Phong, is for the park. You can see there's a lovely park, and in the middle of a park is a little lake. There's a lot of people that come down here for jogging or just relaxing by the lake and having a bit of a picnic. The other reason I like Phrom Phong is for its new malls. So you can see here the M Quarter and some beautiful new architecturally designed buildings. Someone's already going for a jog. Just off the park here at Phrom Phong, I found this gem, this huge compound estate mansion home just located off the park. Now, I'm not sure whether you can actually rent this particular house, but what I would say is something like this would go for a pretty penny. Being so close to the BTS station and across the road from the park house, what we have is a local vegetarian restaurant. In the area as well are some really trendy low-rise condominium developments like this one. Here's another compound house. It's a little bit more difficult to see. This one probably is a bit more expensive. Noting the location being Phrom Phong, probably one of the most exclusive locations here in Bangkok, and also that it looks like it's positioned on more than an acre of land. You get little houses like this, little laneway houses like this, and I have seen these rent from anywhere from 1600 US up into about 2200 US per month. And at the end of this laneway with a long driveway, you can see there's another house there. So This yellow house is a pretty house. Again, I'd say around about 2,000, 2,200, something like that for this one. And here's another one just here. Cute little bungalow home here. You could easily turn something like this into a shop house. Look at this beauty. And another one on the left hand side. Oh, gotta watch out for the bike. You can see just behind it this mammoth sized development. This place, which is a mammoth sized compound house. Something fit for a king, really. So if you're thinking about moving to Asia and you want to live, a lifestyle that's fit for a king, this might be the type of house for you. Look at that gate. It really is made for royalty. And if you can see those mammoth-sized balconies and the double height void there on the upper level, it really is an interesting build, this one. Gorgeous, simply stunning. And behind there's a pink building named the Augustin. I personally love this particular building, and I almost bought a unit in there myself personally. A few duplex or terrace type homes here. This particular one, the White Mansion. In case you're interested. Not as big as the other home that we saw, but this particular home, this would be something that I would love to personally live in. It's small, but big enough to raise a family. Just don't build them like they used to. The perfect example of those individuals who have rented or bought a house here in Phrom Phong and turned them into shop houses. This one, I believe, is a local coffee shop and library. Is a local KTV club. Real estate agency, Century 21. No shortage of availability of properties in this area. Now, it's not a house, it is a condominium building. I believe it's called Asia Garden, but it is a pretty looking one, an old grand style, and I do like it. Here's another example of a house that has been converted into a local business, which is a massage parlor. I've just popped into the local 7-Eleven to get myself a drink because it is a bit warm. So this little condominium development really is kind of like duplex apartments, so only a few units per floor. See from this advertisement, starts from 250,000 Thai baht per square meter. So property has gone up a lot in the last 2 years in Bangkok. I know it's a bit alarming, seeing these advertisements now. It's a bit shocking, really. 250,000 per square meter. I've seen some that are just absolutely even more ridiculous, like 300 or 400,000 price per square meter. Don't let that get you down. The truth is, you can find some older buildings, some luxury buildings that are only a few years old, and you can still buy them from anywhere from like 100 to 120,000 price per square meter in a good location. It gives us a bit of insight into the local market. If local developers are asking as much as 250, 300,000 price per square meter for new developments, then you start to wonder, really, is it actually worth buying in Bangkok? Well, I believe it still is if you can find the right pre-owned apartment. But look, at the end of the day, that's why we're looking at houses for rent, because it is also a really good option. If you're thinking about spending 2 or 3 years here and no longer, then why buy an apartment? You know, just rent for a couple of years and rent something nice. Fit for a king, something fit for a king. Another example of a new development, condominium development here in central Bangkok. The Fin, Sukhumvit 31.